Peace be with you. Dear friends, welcome to Living Flame podcast, website and Facebook group. Gospel reflections for Thursday in the second week in the ordinary time. Gospel according to Mark chapter 3 verses 7 to 12. In this text we discover what exactly the good news of Jesus entails. We will be challenged to embrace fully the good news and to commit to extending the good news to others. As we read, Jesus returns to the lake to reaffirm his mission. Jesus withdrew with his disciples to the lake. Actually, chapter 3 of Mark's Gospel began with him healing a man in the synagogue on the Sabbath, resulting in the religious officials deciding to go and plot a way to kill him. So now he withdraws. We have seen this before. In chapter 2, that begins with the account of healing of a paralyzed man amidst some conflict. Then Jesus goes out to the lake now. This is a pattern important to Mark, and it relates to the idea of Jesus going into the wilderness. In chapter 1, Jesus began his ministry by going into the wilderness where he was tempted by Satan. There he affirmed his sonship, his obedience, and his purpose or mission. Now at crucial times, we see Jesus returning to the wilderness. The lake is a parallel to the wilderness. That's how we should view what is happening here in chapter 3. We will see Jesus reaffirm his sonship and his mission. But first, let's see who followed him to the lake. Actually, crowds followed him. Well, they did not fully understand his mission. As we notice, a large crowd from Galilee, where he was seen, follows him. Also, a large crowd from entire region comes to see him, having heard about all he has done. The places mentioned here encompass the entire surrounding area. Jesus' astonishing authority and actions have awakened great interest in him from a wide area. Jesus will respond to this interest by going to each of these regions. The crowds think he is a miracle worker, wonder worker, powerful preacher, storyteller, healer. They have heard about the healings and casting out of demonic spirits. They are interested in what he can do for them on that level, and also are up for a show. They have jumped on this bandwagon. As we read in verses 9 to 10, we notice how he worked up to this crowd. Jesus had to have a boat to avoid being crushed, so he wouldn't be trampled. They were interested only in his miracles, and that is why the crowds gathered. They did not fully understand what was his true mission. Externally, they observed that he was a miracle worker. He can cast out demons, he can heal people, and that's what attracts people even today. Dear friends, why we see such a lot of people gathering around places of worship, sanctuaries, and places of apparitions? We see crowds coming because they would like to have some tangible experience of the divine healing. But one thing is to be clearly understood as we grow in faith, that it is not only through miracles that we can understand the mission of Christ, but being in touch with His Word. Real healing is not just bodily healing. Real healing is the healing of the spirit, healing of our soul. healing of our whole being, not just the body parts, but rather we are completely healed, fully healed. That is what healing means. And we understand how Jesus was capable of making the people understand. He was with them, curing them, but also talking to them, touching them. He did not just criticize them, but he knew that they were sheep without a shepherd. Well, at the end of the gospel, we understand whenever the unclean spirits saw Jesus, they fell down before him and shouted, "You are the Son of God." So that was quite enough for the people to make a sense of the importance of Jesus. He was not only a prophet, miracle worker, or a healer, even the unclean spirits confessing that he is the Son of God. That means, dear friends, in our lives, we who are filled with faith must accept Jesus' power. He is the Son of God. God bless you.